Well, if you are hosting a party anytime soon, we are learning how to make buffalo chicken dip in today's What's for Dinner for you to wow your guests. And joining me now is Dr. Blake Schusterman, aka the Cooking Doc. Thank you so much for stopping in.
Thanks for having me back. It's great to be here.
Of course. Now, we always like to remind our viewers that you are really good about kind of sneaking in and changing recipes to make them more healthy.
Exactly.
Do you have any kind of tips for people who maybe made a New Year's resolution and are trying to stick to it about, eating a little healthier this year?
Couple things.
Okay.
First is one day at a time. So every day you make good choices to eat healthier, can kind of help you get through the year because the year's a long time. And I was just thinking about this as far as New Year's resolutions go. Yeah, let's have fun with your food. Sometimes we're so focused on the nutrition or the protein. Are you getting enough protein? But life's supposed to be fun. Food's supposed to be good. So let's focus on that.
Yeah, talking about focusing on having fun, I think making a buffalo chicken dip sounds like a blast. How did you come up with this recipe?
Well, so if you look online, most of the buffalo chicken dip recipes are very unhealthy. Lots of ranch dressing, blue cheese, cups of like shredded cheese, and so you get a lot of salt, fat, things like that really quickly. So we're substituting a couple healthier ingredients in here, and we're going to blend them, and you don't have to tell anybody what the healthier ingredients are. It's still really good.
I love that. You just tell them this is buffalo chicken dip.
Right. Nobody needs to know that it's especially healthy.
Until they're done and they've loved it, and then you go, by the way.
By the way, we have tofu.
That was really good for you. All right, walk us through what we got to do.
Okay, sure. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the base for the dip. So we've got some cottage cheese, and we've got our blender here. Cottage cheese is substituting for the cream cheese that's typically in the buffalo chicken dip.
Got it.
And then we've got our really soft tofu. So this adds the extra protein and consistency. And that's the one that you don't have to tell anybody about.
If somebody's watching right now and that might turn them off a little bit, can you taste it in the recipe?
Not at all. So it's just for consistency and added protein. You don't taste the tofu at all.
Love it. Okay, great.
Just make sure you buy the silken tofu so it gets really thin or really smooth. Okay, then we're going to flavor it. So we got some really good things to flavor without adding a lot of salt. So we got white vinegar. Vinegar is a great way to add a lot of flavor without salt. We've got nutritional yeast. Same thing again, it kind of gives you that tang without a lot of salt. Great cheese replacer. We've got hot sauce and as much as you like.
Love it, to taste, got it.
Hot sauce to taste. And then 3 of my favorite spices to add flavor. We've got garlic powder, onion powder, and smoked paprika.
I wish our viewers could kind of smell everything that's coming out of this.
I know, those spices smell so good.
Yes, they do.
So then we are going to do our first blend, and we're going to make it real smooth.
Okay,
so
let's do it.
We're going to pretend like that went on for like 3 to 5 minutes. Okay?
I love it, the imagination's in use.
Imagination, so it gets really smooth. And then we're going to add our chicken. So this is white meat chicken breast that essentially I just boiled and then shredded. Very easy.
Yeah.
So we're going to add that in there. And then we're going to add our mozzarella cheese. And this part, you don't want your chicken and cheese to turn into mush like the other stuff, right? So you're just going to pulse it a couple times to get it mixed together.
Okay.
Very easy.
So far, I could make this myself, so it is easy.
Yes, you can do it no problem. Okay, so we just go pulse that together until it gets all mixed up, and then we're just going to bake it. So this is really, really simple.
Yeah.
And then we're going to pour it in our little bowl here. You can even, after you bake it, you can eat it as kind of a buffalo chicken salad almost. Works very well that way too. Okay, so just going to put it in a little baking dish, and then this is going to bake at 350 about a half an hour or so. You want it nice and bubbly, okay? And it'll be nice, much smoother than this one. And then on the side, we are going to make some really quick homemade pita chips.
I love this. Okay, how do we do it? Just
pita
cut
bread.
Up pita?
Cut up pita, exactly.
I really can make this recipe. I'm so excited.
You can do it, Hayley. And then, you spray it with some cooking spray and then just bake it. And you can put some spices on there, whatever you want to do to make it flavorful. So cumin or chili powder, things like that. You just bake it in the oven on low heat for about 10 minutes. It's really easy to do.
Okay, perfect. So then we got our dip, we've got our chips. We can also use some celery.
Yes, of course.
Cucumbers even?
We got cucumbers and celery, so you knew I wasn't going to...
You've got to sneak in a little extra serving of veggies
somewhere. I was going to sneak in veggies. That's right. So we've got veggies here on the side. Going to sprinkle some green onion on top, make it look pretty. Got our pita chips, and just a beautiful looking, little bit healthier game day dip.
Yeah, I think whether or not you're hosting or attending, this is the dish to, make or bring. I think it's going to be a real crowd pleaser, and I can't wait for people to realize that they secretly ate toast. I think that's
the most fun part.
Yes, absolutely. Well, of course, thank you so much for stopping in today. And if you would like today's recipe, we'll have it on foxcarolina.com. And as a reminder, you can follow Dr. Blake Schusterman on Instagram at The Cooking Doc for even more healthy recipes. And he also has a new website that you can check out called cookingdoc.com. We will have that linked on our As Seen On section of foxcarolina.com.